going to do some shading on it, so it's not like it's just going to stay.
And my mom, she hears me laughing at everything, and so I go out and I'll just do all this crazy shit. I'll start rearranging the kitchen by color. I've taken all of the forks and put them upside down and my mom, she loves organization, so I put everything upside down. I will write on Post-it notes backwards. I'll change her entire computer setup to where it looks like a mirror image of itself. I'll come into the room and I'll just stand there very quietly, and my mom, she's sitting there crocheting, watching Law and Order, because that's all she watches, or Cops. I'll go in there, I'll stand there. I'm just out of view. I'm that kind of person that stands in that position where you know somebody's in the room, but you just can't see them because they're not moving into your view yet. I stand there, and then I just start screaming at the TV. And then I die laughing and walk away.
So she's fucked up Carnegie again. You may want to have to unplug him and plug him back in.
I was going to say, you already fucked him up.
Oh, thanks.
I'm kidding.
Julie fucked him up.
Julie did fuck him up. But, I mean, in my household, if it's dead quiet, you're there on a lucky day, because otherwise it's unbearable. My mom will strike up a conversation with the washer and the dryer, and I'll come out into the living room and I'll look around, and I swear I'll hear somebody, and I'll go into the kitchen and I'll look around and I'll be like, Mom, who the hell were you talking to? Oh, I was talking to my friend, Mr. Washer. And I'll be like, Mom, what? You were having an entire debate about what you should crochet next with the washer. Really? She's like, yeah. And she'll hold up a teddy bear and start talking to it. Just a random. Now, my mom's not crazy. She's on a lot of medication, but she's really not crazy. But a lot of the things I get, all my little quirks, I get from my dad, and my mom talking at home alone, and me talking out in public with my dad.
See, I always used to talk to an audience that wasn't there when I was younger, anyway.
See, my dad is that person who, he knows something, but he knows the right mind not to tell. He lacks tact, but for example, when they came down, I told my mom I was gay. And of course she goes along with it, because since me and Hannah,
whatever you want to call it,
me and Hannah, ever since way back when we were doing fosters, granted we were just friends, but we would always talk about each other as if we were in the same town. So I would always tell Mom about Hannah, and Mom always had this thing, yeah, you and your lesbian friend there, and she wasn't lesbian. Well, now she apparently kind of is, but my dad did not know, and we didn't really want to break it to my dad, because my dad is that person who kind of wanted to see me walk down the aisle and everything, and have this big wedding.
Still see you walk
Yeah,
down
exactly, but I mean, very
I have
traditionalist.
No objections to this.
Very traditionalist. And we didn't know how to tell him exactly, so we let them come down and stay with us for the weekend, and then they went home. And so I called up Mom and I said, so how's Dad? Because I knew he had to know something. I know how my dad acts. And I was like, he knows something. So Mom was like, I think he knows too. You can ask him though. So she puts him on the phone, and I just tell him outright. I said, so me and Hannah are a couple and we're going to get engaged. And Dad was like, oh yeah, I knew. And I was like, well, how did you know? Because Mom said that she didn't tell you, and she said you didn't know. And he's like, you gave her your wallet to put in her purse. That kind of gave it away.
Which cracked me
the hell up. And I was like, God damn it.
I was dying about that, because I was like, really? Really, dude? I mean, it just kind of floored me. Then again, the way her parents took it.
It's one of those things, because my parents do know I have a habit. I trust people with my money.
Yeah.
Especially if they're people that are either staying with me or I know them very well. I'll give RPD my wallet if he's going to go out in the town and I'm staying home. I gave Link my wallet to carry around, because he was the only one that had the pockets and his pants. But apparently to my parents, whenever I kind of hand my entire wallet over, it's at that level of trust where they're just like, oh yeah, she's in love. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Hand your wallet over. A sure sign that you're in love.
Yeah, I give up my money. That's apparently the sign.
But, what was it? At least your parents took it better than my parents did. That was
my
amazing.
God. Yeah, my mom, well, she can't really say anything, because I'm adopted, first off. She doesn't feel like, even though I tell her she's my mom and everything, she still doesn't feel like she has a right to say some things to me that an actual mother should tell their child. But, like, I was never baptized. They didn't feel right to baptize me. They didn't push any religion on me. They never restricted me in everything. I was a spoiled fucking brat. Whatever I wanted, I got. And they never felt they were obligated to put that limit on me because they're not my real parents. But I think with all the experiences I've had and all the gay friends I seem to pick out, they're just kind of like, yeah, she's gay. Just go with it.
Just go with it.
We don't care.
Just go with it. Don't argue with it. She'll probably kick you in the face if you argue with it anyway. So
yeah, I mean, we're at the point in this society where my mom would probably leave my dad for a woman. I would not put it past her. I wouldn't put it past my dad. But I keep telling them to get divorced. Granted, they probably don't need it now, but back then, Jesus Christ, did they ever? And I was like, please, just get divorced. Get it over with. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, I really can't think of anything like so funny. I remembered it throughout my entire lifetime.
Yeah, I really can't either. I mean, you know, I tend to remember really terrible things most of the time. I don't remember to really. That's how I'm sad to say. I don't remember happy things. My life is a terrible abyss of pain. No,
it kind of was.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse.
It's just true. Anyway.
Yeah.
He really did smash those glasses in.
Oh yeah, he is trying to dig those glasses in her face. You guys will understand whenever I get this picture posted.
Yeah, it's for good company. It's Carnegie and Juilliard. But
God, I love this.
If you guys, I think that's pretty much for that one. So I mean, in terms of RagNBone, everything's kind of been recent with very subtle inspirations from like old TV shows and stuff. So that's about it.
His leg. Julie, what happened to your leg?
Anyway, we're moving on to the next question here.
Next question.